welcome back to my channel. Lovely to have you back again. I hope you're all doing really well. Now I've got a huge shopping haul. Most of it is home decor. There's a couple of little bits from the pound shop which are for my DIY projects, but I'll show you those anyway. So we've got pound shop, we've got Matalan, and we've got, what's the other one? B&M, or as Sean says, bum. So grab yourselves a drink and we'll crack on with the video. Okay, now I think we'll start with pound shop. Couple of little bits in there. They do have a new dinnerware service in there. So you can get your cups, your side plates, your cereal bowl, which I've got, and the dinner plate as well. So you can buy them individually, but you can make up a whole set. Now, I don't know if this is in every pound shop. I haven't been looking at the home decor, to be honest with you, up until kind of recently. And I've been in there a few times looking at the home decor. It hasn't actually changed. Then I went in a different pound shop today, one which I've been in a while, and there they had this dinner service on there. As I said, you can buy it individually, it's not boxed up. They've got a similar one, very, very similar. So this is kind of a dupe to Wayfair. And I'll link the picture up and I'll show it to you as well. It's very, very similar. So I'm going to start off with that first, and then I'll just show you the other little bits and pieces. Then we'll do all the other home decor as well. So let's start off with the pound shop. I'm going to show you the couple of bits I got from the dinnerware service. Dinnerware service? Dinner service. I've got a cereal bowl and I've got the dinner plate, but I'm actually not using them as a dinner service, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with this. It's going to be one of my little DIY projects, but let me show you this closer. So what you've got, it's a bit like ceramic. It is a cereal bowl, so it's not glass, it is like ceramic, but it's like a stoneware effect. And at the bottom there, it's got like a raw edge in this creamy, stony effect. They've got the plates to match, and they had the mugs to match as well, and I thought it was really nice. If I needed a dinner set now, which I don't, I would probably go and buy it. I think it's super good. This is the dinner plate. Again, you've got the raw edge round there, your full-size dinner plate, but what I like about this is as well, you've got the lip on the side, so it looks a bit like a mini tray, and that's what I'm going to be doing with this, making it into like a tier tray. The plates were £2.50, the bowls were £2, and I think the side plates were £2 as well, and I think the mugs were £2 as well. But as I said, what I'm going to do with this is make it like this, and it's going to be like a tier tray, and I'm going to put candles and my bits and pieces on there, and that is what I'm going to be styling on my kitchen work surface. £2. And if you was going to use this as a dinner plate, what I liked about this was where it has got the lip on it. So if you've got little ones, and like my grandchildren, when they're eating their dinner and they scoop the food along, the plates are normally flat, aren't they? So they scoop it along and it all scoops off the side. With these, comes to the edge and it's giving them a little shelf to hook their food onto their spoon. That's what I liked about them. I thought they were great for the kids actually. But anyway, I'm going to be using this as a home decor piece. But I just wanted to share that with you. Their new dinner service in there. I think it's great. Right, let's move that out of the way. Okay, moving on to my couple of little DIY bits and pieces which I've got. School holidays obviously have started now, so I'm going to be doing bits, craft projects with the kids. So I've bought a couple of packets of cookie cutters for when we do. They can be doing like clay projects, which I love working with clay. So we're going to be doing clay projects. They can use Play-Doh if they want to as well. So I've got 2 packets. You've got your square packet and your round packet, and they was £1 each for those. I'm going to move things to the side so I don't get them all mixed up and confused. A couple of paint brushes I've got as well. I've got a couple of vase upcycles I want to be doing, and I needed some more like chippy brushes, if you like. And they was £1 as well for the free brushes. the wooden handles, they're just soft brushes, but they're perfect, you know, for £1. If they're no good and you only use them once, you can you know, chuck them or recycle them or whatever you want to do with them. So £1 there for the free paint brushes. Chopping board. This really is for like clay. So when the kids are sitting up here, and I bought a couple of these. So when the kids are sitting up on the side here or at the table there and they're doing their clay or they're doing the Play-Doh, so it doesn't all go all over the surface, I just wanted a couple of these plastic mats to go on the side there so that they can just keep as their, you know, craft project mats, and I can clean them and put them in the dishwasher or whatever, and I'm not worried about getting my sides ruined or the table ruined. So I picked up a couple of those. They were £1 as well, and it just says easy grip handle chopping board. Still staying on the, you know, the little craft projects and the DIY bits, picked up these. Now, do you all remember these, what you had at school? Glue spreaders. Do you remember them? So that's what they're for. They're for the glue. So when we're doing gluing and sticking and glittering and stuff like that, I just picked up a little packet of those so that they can get their little spatulas or whatever they are with the PVA glue and spread it all around the place. And they was also £1 as well. But yeah, do you remember them at school? I really remember. I don't think they was as small as that. I can't remember like whether they were really long ones, but I do remember these little tinny spatulas at school. Some acrylic paint. I picked up a few of these different colours, but I'll just show you the gold one. It's actually quite a nice colour actually. It's a very, very pale gold. Just to do, you know, again, just for our craft projects. So a little bit of gold there. And then the last few bits here. I bought a palette knife. This is for when I do fake bake. So I'm into doing a bit of fake baking. I've been doing it for a little while now. And I'm kind of into that spackling effect, and I don't know whether you've seen it on YouTube everywhere, but when people do these fake bakes and make these tiered cakes, they use this spackling stuff, and I'll show you what I'm going to be using to do it. And then you just use a spatula, like you do with a real cake when you're doing your frosting, to spread it all around the place. So I just picked up one of them to do that type of work with. a £1 for the spatula. And then the spackling, I'm using the all-purpose filler, which is £2. And then staying on the clay, I picked up some greaseproof paper, literally just to lay on the side, so when the clay goes on there, it doesn't stick to my surfaces, and that's all I bought that from. That was also £1. And then the pizza cutter I picked up, again, was to literally cut the clay. So when you roll out your slabs of cut clay, if you haven't got a sharp knife to do your details, and you're only doing squares, then this is perfect to roll around and make a square. And obviously you can use it with pastry as well, but I'm using it with my little projects with the kids. So I picked up one of them, and that was £1 also. And going on quickly onto crafts, if you are a crafter and you don't follow our stay-at-home crafts on Facebook, I will leave the link for you as well in the description box. Do head over there, join up, it's completely free, and over there, we've got over 500 subscribers now over there as well, members rather, not subscribers, members, and you can share all your DIY projects, all your craft projects. So do go over, have a look, do join, and then just share all your crafting projects, because we love to share everybody's and see what everybody's doing. So do have a look at that as well. And as I said, I will link it in the description for you also. So that's it for the pound shop. Now, moving on to, we'll do B&M and then we'll do Matalan after. So I haven't been in B&M for absolutely ages, and I thought I'm going to pop in there because there's lots of sales going on at the moment, and and have a look to see what they've got. See if there's any good little home decor bits and pieces in there. Do I need home decor, by the way? Let me think. Let's have a few little bits. A couple of bits are in the sale and a couple of bits are not in the sale. And the first thing I've got to show you is glass chopping boards. The ones I did a little DIY project on the glass chopping boards I had, which I've had for a long time, from the pound shop. They just don't do them anymore. And I covered them in the contact paper, also from the pound shop. Well, now they're kind of, the contact paper's all scratched, it's starting to peel off. So I thought, right, I'm just going to go and buy another one. And I saw these in B&M. They were £3.50. They've got the marble effect. I wasn't really bothered about the marble effect. I just wanted a glass chopping board, but I didn't want to spend loads of money on it. I probably could have had a look in the range, actually. They may have some in there. So I may hold on to these, have a trip down the range again and see if they've got a slightly different colour. But if not, then I'll just stick with these because they're only to cover up the hob anyway. These were £3.50. As I said, it's like a marble effect. And the size of these are, a minute, it does say scratch resistant tempered glass. And obviously the plastic sheeting is on the back here. And yes, you can probably peel it off, but I'm not bothered about peeling it off. I just, you know, want a glass board. Does it say the size? No, it doesn't. So I can't tell you what the size is. I presume it's just a standard glass chopping board size. So I've got two of those to replace the other ones on the hob over there. What else have we got in here? So now I saw this lady wrapped up for me in bubble wrap. Let me get the bubble wrap out of the way. I saw this, hold on, let me show you. So this came like that, right? And they do these it's got like a marble effect, and they do them in the pound shop at the moment as well. And they do a trinket tray to match. I think they're about a £5, £4 or £5 for the bowl like this. And the trinket tray I think is also about £4, £3 or £4. I can't remember, but they do it's very, very similar to this style, and it is white like a marble effect like that, the glass board there I just showed you. This was on the shelf, and as I picked it up, it came apart. Now, I didn't obviously break it, it was already like it. It's called Eden Life, so it comes like this. I'm really into this stone effect at the moment, as you can probably tell by the colour. This was originally a £5 for the thing, and I thought, they only had one on the shelf, and I thought, I'm going to go up and ask, you never know. Sorry guys, I've got a hair, I can feel it hanging on my nose, and that is why I'm going like this. I can feel it on my nose. A minute, let me see if I can move it out of the way or pull it out. I think that's better. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was originally a £5, so I thought, look, I'm going to take it up to Till and see what they say. Anyway, she let me have it for £1, so that weren't too bad, was it? First of all, she said, oh, it's 10% off for any damaged goods, and I thought, really? Well, that ain't a lot. That's like 50p in it if it was a £5. I thought, oh no, I'm not paying that. Anyway, she walked away, came back and said, actually, do you want it for £1? I went, yeah, I'll have it. So all I've got to do is put a bit of hot glue on there, and I can glue it back down again, and I've got the ceramic bowl to go with my display, which I'm going to be doing on the top here. Let's move that over there. Okay, another little thing I've got also to go on my my side here is literally a ceramic dinner candle holder. That's all it is. It's one of those ones with the little tiny handles. Remember in the olden days when they had these like this with a long candle, like Wee Willie Winky walking through the town, with his little candle holder. It's one of them. I've seen them everywhere. They've been all over the internet. This kind of ceramic candle holder. And I do really like it. I like the texture, I like the style of it. It's not too big, and that was, I don't think this was in the sale. That was £2.50. I didn't think that was bad at all. So one of those to go with my little collection. Now these last two things were in the sale, but I'm going to change this colour. So ignore the colour. I was looking for a kind of roundish bowl like this, but I wanted the whole thing to have a candle in it. And my original thought process was to have one of these kind of like that, right? One of these bowls, which I could actually use this, but I've got that now. To have a bowl like that, get all my old candle, Drexciya candles where the wicks run out and you've got a bit of candle in the bottom there, the wax, melting all them down, putting in my essential oils and putting it in there, putting 3 wicks in it, and then I would make, let me show you. Hold on a minute. One minute. And make so it comes out like that. So that was my first thought process on either using this with the candles in it, can still go on the stand, so like that, or getting another bowl like this one from the pound shop, so that again, getting my wax, melting it, putting it in there, and also making that into a 3-wick candle. That was my first thoughts. Then I'm in B&M's and I come across these. They were £4, they're now £2.50. It's a scented candle. It's called White Leather and Cedar. It smells really nice. As I'm walking around the shop, all I can smell is this. Honestly, it's a really nice smell. It's by the company Homestead. As I said, £4 down to £2.50. It's got your 3 wicks. The only thing I'm not keen on is this colour, so I'm going to paint this white or an off-white or creamy colour. But honestly, that smell is really nice, and this reminds me of men's aftershave. You know when your chaps just got out of the bath or out the shower and you're going out and they've put on their musky aftershave. Oh, I love that smell. I really love the smell of aftershave. And this reminds me of a man's aftershave. It is really nice. So I'm looking forward to putting this on and seeing what the smell's like in the room. It's got a real smoky, musky smell to it. Yeah, really nice. I'm well chuffed with that. And if I don't even remember if they had loads on the shelf or whether this was the last one. But as I said, it was £2.50. So I think that's a great little buy there for that. Okay, the last thing. This was in the sale, and I want this to go, let me move this bag out the way, guys, sorry, let's chuck it over there a minute. Was candle holder. I like the gold as well. I love, and I've said this many times, I love styling golds with creams, with whites, with off-whites, all these soft colours. And I picked up this one. This was originally £8, it was down to a £5. So you've got your little candle holders in the middle, you can see them there, and it's just on a little gold rack. Nothing comes off. These don't move about, they're glued in. They do not, you can't remove them. But with little tiny floating candles in there, or LED candles to go in the bottom, tea light candles, that is perfect. And it's just up my street. This is just what I'm looking for. Nice, stylish decor pieces like that. So that was it for my B&M mini haul with some sale items. And now we're going to go on to Matalan. Okay, on to Matalan now. Again, staying on my kind of styling my worktop here. What I don't want to do is have on this side of the worktop here, I don't want a great big enormous tall vase to go on here. I stand on this side, especially this side, quite a lot. I very rarely use this end of the breakfast bar or countertop, whatever you want to call it. So I often stand here, and obviously the telly's there. So if I have something really big here, then I can't see through there. So my thought process is to have a nice little tray on here and just have some candles and something low impact, you know. So I picked, that made a squeaky noise. I picked up this mirror. It was £12.50 and I got it for £5.50 in the sale. It's got a little leather strap on it here, so obviously if you were using it to hang on your wall, you would use this little leather strap to hook it up. And it's got a bit of wood up the top here, which is like charcoal grey. And then you've got your mirror base there. Now if I take it out, it's kind of a little, it's like a funny shape. Let me take it out of the box. Ooh. So it's kind of, you know, I don't know what kind of shape you want to call that, kind of an off triangular shape. Let me turn it around like that because it's reflecting in the mirror. Hold on a minute. So this is the shape. There's your little strap. Now, I obviously don't want this colour, so that I'm going to paint white as well. I'm going to use this as my little tier tray to go on there. I'm going to remove the strap. I don't need the strap. I don't want the strap. I can't really do anything with it. I can kind of lay it out and it will just sit on the side like this, but I don't know whether it's going to look odd with it being like a tray. And then all I'm going to do is put some little feet on the bottom, so it just lifts it very, very slightly, and it's going to sit like this. And then my little elements I bought are then going to sit on this tray. But for £5.50, guys, come on, it was £12.50. I didn't think that was bad at all. I think it's a great find and a super shape. Brilliant. So a little bit of a bargain there. Now, I'm going to be changing out, but I'm doing this gradually. So I'm doing this gradually because let's face it, guys, we can't go out and well, I certainly can't, and you know, completely re-kit my whole house out or my whole room out all in one go. So I'm doing this in stages. So I want to start replacing my pillows. They're getting the pillowcases now, not the actual pillows or the cushions, not those, the inserts. I'm talking about the actual covers. They're getting a little bit boring. I mean, they're perfectly all right, but I'm just getting bored with them. So I want to kind of, you know, inject a bit of life into them, or get some new pillowcases. You know, I just want to sort of revamp them up a little bit. So I'm going to start getting those out, and then I'm going to start changing out the throws as well. So I've picked up, and you know, you probably know me that I love layering things. So I've picked up these, they're called tufted throws. So they're a really lovely, I don't know what material this is. Let me see on the back. Oh, they're actually cotton, 97% cotton these are, only 3% polyester. Bloody hell. That's really good, and they are quite soft. I'll get one out in a second, but they're like that kind of, I don't know, shabby chic cottagey style, maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And they've got the big tassels on the bottom as well. You could use these in your garden, you know, like if you've got a nice decking area like we have at the back there. I could actually use them outside, but the weather is so pants at the moment, we haven't even been in the garden. Honestly, where is the bloody summer, for Christ's sake? So you can use these outdoors, obviously, but then don't leave them outside. But I'm going to be using these inside. The original price was £18, and I got them for £10.50 each. So again, brilliant price. I picked up 2 of them, so it's like really nearly buying 2 for the price of 1. Do you know what? I'm thinking, are they both the same? Oh my God, I think they're 2 different styles now. Just, oh, maybe not. Okay, we'll get one out. I'm looking, thinking, oh, but are they the same? Anyway, they are approximately 130 centimetres by 150. So let's get one out. There was one open in there, so I did have a look at it actually, just to see how big it was, because I'm rubbish at sizing. If you said to me, if I looked at that, wrapped up 150 centimetres by 180, I wouldn't have a clue how big it was. I really wouldn't. So there was one open, someone who obviously took it out of the packet to have a look at it. So I took advantage of that fact, and I also had a look to see how big it was, and it is quite a decent size. So let's get this out. And it's quite heavy as well. Look at that. If I come back a bit, you can see how big it is. Lovely big throw. And these will look nice on your bed as well. If you've got a really nice cream, white, taupe, mushroomy colour, grey, These will be nice on the beds as well as bed throws, really lovely. For £10.50, I thought that was a fantastic price. And you've got your big tassels on the bottom as well. So as I said, I've bought a couple of those. So great bargains to be had out there, guys. So if you're into going out looking at bargain hunting, do check Matalan out. They've also had some of their clothing in there was 70% off as well. I could have rummaged and had a little look, but I had all these bags with me and I thought, no, Nick, let's just leave the shop because I'll be in here all bloody day otherwise. Okay, now the last thing I got is for my bathroom, my downstairs toilet. At the moment, in the downstairs toilet, Sean, we had a damp wall in there. He's trying to fix this wall. The bathroom needs a real good freshen up. And in the corner of the bathroom at the moment, I've got a tall glass vase which I've sprayed, and I've got some Pampers in it, which needs to be completely all redone again. Anyway, I want to take that out of there, and what I got was one of these. So it's like a wicker basket, but it's a wicker vase. I'm going to call it a wicker vase. What does it say in the back? What's it called? Oh, it does say vase as well. It's called well, I can't pronounce it. A something woven vase. It was originally £28. It was half price to 14 quid. So this is going to go in the bathroom with the Pampers bits what I've got in there. And as I said, that bathroom needs to have a nice little bit of a refresh and a bit of a revamp in there. Not a revamp as such. I just need to. I've got a couple of little vases in there which they need to come out, and I need to replace them with some new little bits and pieces. So that is going to be going in that bathroom when I get around to doing it. So stay tuned for when I revamp that one and put this in there with the Pampers in it. I'll do that on a separate video. Well guys, that's it for another video. Shopping haul today, home decor bits and a few little crafty tools to be using for the summer with the kids and myself, because you know me, I'm a crafter. Anyway guys, you take care, see you in the next one, but don't forget to like and subscribe. We're coming up to the big 10,000 subscribers, so don't forget I'll be doing a giveaway. All my social media links are below in the description bar, so do check them all out. Send me any comments, I'll be happy to read them and answer them for you as well, if you've got any questions also as well. Take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodle pips!